Hello everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Month, depending on when and where you're watching this. We are the O'Henrys, and we're going to play some Irish and Celtic music for you. Coming to you live from Ken Gehret's man cave here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Not quite live, but after a long day we're about as live as we feel. And we're going to explore all kinds of different types of Irish music with you, starting with a set of reels. The first one is called The Shannon Breeze, and Ken is going to take it away on the accordion for you. go. That's getting things off on the right foot. There's some sprightly reels for you, starting with the Shannon Breeze, and then a tune called Father Kelly's Reel. And finally wrapped it up with a great Irish tune called The Silver Spear. That's Ken Gehret there on accordion. And we are the O'Henrys. And in case you're wondering why we're called the O'Henrys, well, this is Mike Henry, right over here on guitar. And my name is Henry Koretzky. I'm playing a mandolin. And our honorary Henry today is Ken Gehret. So we're actually, might want to call ourselves the O'Henrys today. Happy Irish.
Always wanted to be a Kenry.
Yeah, he's working his way. He's starting by being a Hank, and then he's working his way up to being a Henry. He's on probation. So introduced Mike Henry for you, and he's going to do a great song about the Irish afterlife. It's called Fiddler's Green.
I walked by the dockside one evening so fair, to view the salt water and to take the sea air. Well, I heard an old fisherman singing a song, saying, "Take me away, boys, my time is not long. Wrap me up in the oilskins and jumpers, no more from the docks I'll be seen. Just tell my old shipmates I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you one day on Fiddler's Green." Now Fiddler's Green is a place I heard tell, where the fishermen go if they don't go to hell, where the skies are all blue and the dolphins do play, and that cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Wrap me up in the oilskins and jumpers, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell my old shipmates I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you one day on Fiddler's Green. One swish of their tail, we lie in our hammocks, there's nothing to do, and the skipper's below making tea for the crew. Wrap me up in the oilskins and jumpers, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell my old shipmates I'm taking a trip, mates, I'll see you one day on Fiddler's Green. Now I don't want a harp, not a halo, not me. Just give me a breeze and a dark rolling sea, and I'll play my old squeeze box as we sail along, with the wind from the rigging to sing me a song. Wrap me up in the oilskins and jumpers, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me old shipmates I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you one day on Fiddler's Green. Wrap me up in the oilskins and jumpers, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me old shipmates I'm taking a trip, mates, I'll see you one day on Fiddler's Green.
Yes, sir. Mike Henry on that, Fiddler's Green. It's sort of like the Irish equivalent of the Big Rock Candy Mountain, that place, the place we all wish we could have while we were still alive. So Irish music is very complicated and very multifaceted. It's a big house with a lot of different rooms. There's an instrumental music tradition, there are rebel songs and bar songs and traditional songs, and there's also, given that St. Patrick's Day is very much an American holiday, you know, they don't celebrate it that much in Ireland. It's really more for the real or imaginary Irish person in each of us in America. So a lot of what we think of as Irish music is actually theater music, and because we figure you guys have been locked inside for way too long, not necessarily having a chance to gather or sing together in great quantities there, we figured a little bit of a sing-along so you could all join in and hear each other through the walls there. So this is actually written by Chauncey Alcott back before World War I, early 19-teens, and it was a song that he wrote for a musical that he did called The Isle of Dreams, and I think you'll recognize it. It's called When Irish Eyes Are Smiling. Now there's a verse and a chorus, and you probably all know the chorus, but we'll sing at least one verse. You think of the verse as the broccoli you have to eat before you get to the dessert of the sun and sing along. There's a tear in your eye, and I'm wondering why, for it never should be there at all. There's such power in your smile, sure as stone you'd beguile, so there's never a teardrop should fall. With your sweet lilting laughter like some fairy song, and your eyes twinkle bright as could be, you should laugh all the while and all other times smile. So smile, a smile for me. Take a deep breath for the chorus. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure 'tis like a morning spring, with a lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay, and when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they'll steal your heart away. Take it, Ken. Nicely sung. We could hear you all the way from Reading across time here. By the way, you have these guys to thank, because I've been just finished reading a biography of one of my favorite jazz musicians, Dave Brubeck, and I really was tempted to play this in 5/4 time. So the fact that you didn't break anything while dancing to this piece, and the tune is about 20% longer than it would have been if I had done that. So thank these guys for talking me out of that. And now we're going to feature Ken's pipes, not his Boolean pipes, but his vocal pipes, on a kind of a contemporary Irish song. And it was written by Ewan MacColl, wonderful, wonderful songwriter, who's probably best known for a song he wrote that hit the mainstream called The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. This is more in the Irish tradition. It certainly doesn't describe Elizabethtown, but it's called Dirty Old Town.
Met my love in a gaswork croft. Dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my girl by the factory wall. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I saw the clouds drift across the moon. Cats are crawling along the beam. Springs a girl to the streets at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Sign down by the docks. Saw a train set the night on fire. Smelled the spring, all the smoke and breeze. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I'm gonna get me a good sharp axe. Shining steel, tempered in a fire, chop you down like a dead old tree. Dirty old town, dirty old town. Dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town.
There you go, Ken Gehret on Dirty Old Town by Ute McCall. So I mentioned when we started we did an instrumental set of fiddle tunes, but Ken is a wonderful fiddler, but you don't see any fiddler on your screen there. I'm sure he'll pick one up later, but fiddle tunes are kind of a generic term that they use for instrumental dance tunes in Irish traditions, American traditions. It played on accordion, played on banjo, played on flute, whistle, all kinds of instruments, and on guitar. So we're going to feature Mike Henry's instrumental guitar skills. He does what's called flat picking, which is sort of a way of playing a melody real fast on the guitar, something that Doc Watson sort of innovated in the American guitar tradition and has been carried on by a lot of great players. I'm going to start off with, actually I think it's a set of hornpipes here, the Rights of Man hornpipe, which allegedly was written a long time ago in honor of Thomas Paine's treatise on the Rights of Man by someone. We don't know who wrote it, that's why it's considered a traditional tune, it's so old, older even than us if you can imagine it. And then Fisher's hornpipe, because we're in March and fishing season, for those of you who indulge, is coming up real soon. And we'll finish up with a tune called The Sailor's Hornpipe. And I promise you that if you don't know the name of Sailor's Hornpipe, you'll recognize the melody, especially if you're a fan of either cartoons or spinach.
Which we all are.
Yes, which we all are.
speedy little hornpipes there. So Mike Henry on guitar, Ken Gehret on the accordion there. So after playing a couple tunes fast like that, that's why slow tunes were invented. And when we talk about tunes that are part of the popular American tradition of Irish tunes, there's probably nothing that comes to mind more than Danny Boy. So we're going to do that for you and give you another chance to sing along at home. A classic traditional tune in the sense that it's a very sad story told with a very beautiful melody. So it was actually came from around the same time that When Irish Eyes Are Smiling was written, back in just before World War I. The words were written by a guy named Frederick Weatherly, and some say he wrote it in the bath, but that's not true. He actually was in Bath, England when he wrote the tune. And he wrote it to a different melody originally, and apparently just before World War I started, he tried a different melody and set the words against that, and that was the magic ingredient that caused everything to click. The tune that he wrote, that he ended up putting the words to, is called the Londonderry Air, which is one of the more carefully pronounced titles in traditional music. It's not Londonderry Air, it's Londonderry, 1, 2, 3, air. Nice pause there. An air is a very slow traditional tune played kind of in free time. So it's a beautiful melody, beautiful words, and we're going to do it for you now, Danny Boy. 1, 2, 3. The pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers dying. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when spring is in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. Then here I'll be in sunlight or in shadow. Oh Danny boy, oh Danny boy, I love you so. Danny boy, I love you so. Oh Danny boy, oh Danny boy, I love you so. There you go. Hope you have your tissues handy there. Boy, we need a little pick-me-up after that, I guess. So that's why jigs were invented. So all these fiddle tunes are really dance tunes. And you've got your reels and you've got your hornpipes. And they're all different dances for all these kinds of things, just like there is in traditional American music. Now, if you've ever been to a contra dance, which is sort of an American variant on that, all these tunes can be danced sort of interchangeably to jigs and reels and hornpipes and such. But if you're a musician, you know that jigs are in 6/8 time. That's like 3 real fast. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So think of a jig as a waltz after you've been hanging out in Starbucks a little bit too long. So not a bad idea from the sound.
We were there the other day, weren't we?
Yes, we were. So this will be our drive-through jig medley here, starting with a piece with the very unlikely title of Kerfunken. And we'll go on from here. Ken is going to play the Irish flute. Am I correct on that?
Yes, this is the Irish flute. It's actually, the Irish flute is really a Renaissance flute. Unlike the metal flutes, it's a little thicker looking because it's made out of wood. Some of them have no keys. Some of them have lots of keys. This is sort of half and half. This has some open holes and some keys. And it's tunable. It's made out of Madagascar ebony wood, and the fittings are silver fittings, and it's a little harder to play than a regular flute because you don't have the mouthpiece and all that. So it's, you like my analogy of the regular flute is the family pleasure car, and the Irish flute is the pickup truck, or possibly dump truck. So.
And the mandolin is the Volkswagen Beetle.
So here goes a couple of jigs. can breathe. The thing with these fiddle tunes, these dance tunes, when you're playing the flute or the whistle, especially the flute, it takes a lot of wind and there's no place to breathe. There's no rest spots.
That's why Ken did that all with one breath.
All one breath. That's right, folks.
You should see him swim the English Channel underwater with just one breath. That's amazing. Mike Henry is going to sing this next tune all with one breath too, all the verses and the choruses.
Yeah. Just another one of those slower songs. For a couple reasons, all related to our health. But one I really enjoy singing, and it's a very traditional Irish tune, Maggie, When You and I Were Young.
You want to tune down?
No, I'm going to do it this way.
Oh, are you going to?
Yeah. Mhm. I wandered today by the hill, Maggie, to watch the scene far below. Creek and that old rusty mill, Maggie, where we sat in the long, long ago. That green grove is gone from the hill, Maggie, where first the spring daisy sprung. That creaky old mill is still, Maggie, since you and I were young. And now we are old and gray, Maggie, the trials of life nearly done. But to me you're as fair as you were, Maggie, when you and I were young. Built where the birds used to play, Maggie, and join in the songs that were sung. For we sang just as gay as they, Maggie, when you and I were young. And now we are old and gray, Maggie, the trials of life nearly done. But to me you're as fair as you were, Maggie, when you and I were young.
Very nice. Big Mike Henry there on When You and I Were Young, Maggie. So that was the story of a very devoted marriage. And now, because we like to bring you the full spectrum of the Irish music tradition, we're going to present marriage and a married relationship from a totally different perspective. This is actually a song I learned from our friend Jamie O'Brien. Some of you, if you recognize my face despite the mask, it's because I've played at the Masonic Village a few times with a couple of different groups, but a few times with Jamie O'Brien, our British friend who is a huge repertoire of Irish music, and he's kind of stuck in Tucson, Arizona right now, wishing he could be here with us and with you, and hopefully in a few months things may change enough to make that possible. But the song I learned from Jamie, and it's about sort of the other side of marital commitment, shall we say. It's a song that he says his wife refuses to allow him to sing when he's home.
I wonder why.
I wonder why too, but as we start singing, I have a hunch you may find out why, or you may find yourself singing along. And if this character seems, the narrator of this song seems a little less than admirable, I can promise you there is, unlike most songs, there is a little bit of a moral at the end. So, I wish I were single again. I wish I were single again. If I were single, my pockets would jingle. I wish I were single again. I had me a wife back then. I had me a wife back then. I had me a wife, the bane of me life, and I wish I was single again. Me wife got a fever back then. Me wife got a fever back then. Me wife got a fever, and I hope it won't leave her, 'cause now I'm single again. I wish I were single again. I wish I were single again. If I were single, my pockets would jingle. I wish I were single again. She's worse than the other, and I wish I were single again. So come all of you men who have wives, come all of you men who have wives, take care of the first, 'cause the next one is worse, and you'll wish you were single again. I wish I were single again. I wish I were single again. If I were single, my pockets would jingle. I wish I were single again. I wish I were single again. I wish I were single again. My pockets would jingle. I wish I were single again. There you go. Don't try this at home, folks.
They don't write them like that anymore. There's laws now.
So now a familiar Irish tune with a little bit more of a familiar chorus. Ken Gehret's going to sing that for you. Now that he's got his fiddle out, he's also going to sing this tune. I'm not quite sure where this one comes from, but it's one of the tunes that we all think of when we think of Irish music. We hope you'll enjoy singing along with it.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular tune for the St. Patrick's season. We call it St. Patrick's season because in March instead of just playing one day, we're out the whole month playing. So it's become a season for us.
Or if you go by the displays in the hardware stores, it actually starts on January 3rd. So.
Yeah, but this is one of the St. Patrick's type songs you hear.
Yes.
It's a song about a gal named Molly. In fact, her name is Molly Malone. And you can sing with us if you like. The chorus to this goes like alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Let's do that together, right? Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. So that's all you have to sing. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Now, boys, in Dublin's fair city, where the girls they are pretty, I once met a girl named Molly Malone. That was her name. And she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Everybody sing. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure was no wonder. So were her mother and father before. That's my fancy banjo lick there. And they wheeled their wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. I hate to report that. She died of a fever, no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Had to get that lick in there for that one. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Everybody, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, singing cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Well, that was the first time I played the banjo. All day here.
Yeah, that's true. There's a law about those things.
There is, yeah. I play the most maligned instruments. I play accordions and banjos and things of that nature. This is the Irish banjo. They call it the Irish tenor banjo. No pun intended. It's a 4-string banjo. It's a tenor banjo, but instead of the usual tuning, they tune it like a fiddle, an octave lower. So it has a little deeper sound.
But Ken has a legal permit to play the banjo, so it is okay. So. Well, we see by the Mickey's hands on the wall there, that we've actually run out of our little hour slot here. We got time maybe to do one more quick tune. But we want to say again, we wish you a very happy St. Patrick's Day week or month, and we wish we could be there with you. I really miss walking the grounds of the Masonic Village here. It's so beautiful, especially with spring popping up there. Yeah. So I want to introduce us again as the O. Henrys. Mike Henry from Lancaster, Pennsylvania on guitar and vocals. Ken Gehret here in Ken's Man Cave here on all manner of instruments and vocals from Reading, Pennsylvania. My name is Henry Koretzky. I live in Harrisburg. We are the O. Henrys, or the O. Kenrys, and we also want to thank Liz Grosh and Jen Stuckey for making this remote performance possible. And we hope we get to play with you for real sometime soon. Be very careful out there. Stay safe. Staying safe. And to wrap up this little St. Patrick's Day tour, we're going to come up with a couple of hornpipes. I guess you're going to play the banjo on these?
I'll play the banjo, yeah. I haven't played the banjo on anything there.
Okay, it starts off with a tune called Off to California, which is about the big western migration for Irish immigrants when they were looking for work. And then we go into the Boys of Blue Hill, and then another tune called Ben Hill. Not Benny Hill, but Ben Hill. So you could say, if we sound like Hill on this medley, that you'll know the reason why. Thanks again. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Let's do 2, 2, and 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody from the O. Henrys.
Happy St. Pat's.